Chapter 12. The verbs. Kind of verb. Look at the pictures and read the sentences. The postman delivers letters. The tailor is stitching dresses. My father is a doctor. The baby has a beautiful doll. In the first two sentences, the underlined words deliver and is stitching are doing words called verbs. We have separate form of these verbs to show the present time, the past time and the future time. In sentence 3, the word is, it is one of the forms of be. The other forms of be are, am, was, were, will be, shall be, is, are, am, refer to the present time, was, were, refer to the past time, and will be or shall be refer to the future time. Be is also called a verb. It denotes being. In sentence 4, the word has shows possession. Its other forms are have, had, will have, and shall have. Has, have refer to the present time. Had refers to the past time and will have and shall have refer to the future time. Such words that show possession are called verbs. So, we see that a verb may tell us what a person or a thing does, what is done to a person or a thing, what a person or thing is, or what a person or a thing possesses. In short, we can say words which say something are called verbs, or all saying words are verbs. Remember, most verbs are doing words. Be and its form denote being or what one is. The verb has and its various forms show possession or belonging. There can be no sentence without a verb. A verb must agree with its subject in number and person. Some more examples of the use of verbs denoting being, denoting action, and denoting possession. This shopkeeper is very honest. Her parents are most loving. I am a musician. The plane was late. They were very busy. She will be in a hurry. My mother loves us a lot. His father works in a bank. We invited them to dinner. She was doing her homework. They were preparing for the examination. He will participate in the competition. I have a guitar. We have a big house. He has an apple orchard. She has beautiful trees. They had big kites. He will have a car next year. The sentences under A are not complete. We want to know what Shreya reads, what the tailor sews, whom the police caught, and what Sunita told. In other words, words are added to the verbs to complete their meaning. Such words are added to the verbs to complete their meaning are called objects. The words the truths are called the object of the verb told. Note: a verb that requires an object to complete its sense is called a transitive verb. Here, the action done by the subject is transferred to the object. The subject does something to the object. Note: some transitive verbs require two objects. Example, I wrote him a letter, or they gave us handsome gifts. In these sentences, the verb wrote has two objects, him and a letter. Him is the indirect object and a letter is the direct object. Similarly, the verb gave has two objects, us and handsome gifts. Us is the indirect object and handsome gift is the direct object. Read the following sentences. Mother sleeps, Saisha sings, he grumbles, they run fast. In these sentences, the verbs do not need objects to complete their meanings. They make complete sense by themselves. Such verbs are called intransitive verbs. Note, a verb that does not need an object but makes complete sense by itself is called an intransitive verb. The action denoted by an intransitive verb does not pass on to an object. It stops with the subject. The sentences 1 to 4 show that in them the action denoted by sleeps, sings, grumbles, and runs stop with their respective subject, mother, Saisha, he, and they. Thus, an intransitive verb does not require any object to complete its meaning, and the action denoted by it stops with the subject. Incomplete verbs. Read the following sentences. Priya is, my friend seems, she appears, his mother looked. The verbs in the above sentences do not make complete sense by themselves. They are called incomplete verbs. Something has to be added to the verbs to complete their sense. Since these verbs as is, appears, seems, and looked do not express actions or show possession, they do not need objects to complete their sense, but they need some words to complete their sense. Now read the following sentences. Priya is excited. My friend seems unwell. She appears pleased. His mother looked angry. The underlined words in the above sentences help complete the sense of the verbs. Note: an incomplete verb is one that requires other words to complete its sense. The words that are added to these verbs to complete their sense are called complements. Complements form part of the predicate of a sentence and complete its meaning. The words in the above sentences, excited, unwell, pleased, and angry, are the complements of their respective verbs. Note: a word required to form a complete predicate is called complement to the verb. Remember, incomplete verbs are either the verbs showing being or verb like seem, appear, look, etc. Transitive verbs require objects, whereas incomplete verbs require complements to complete their sense. In a sentence having a transitive verb, the subject and the object are two different entities. Example, my friend invited us. In this sentence, my friend is a different person from the object us. But in a sentence having an incomplete verb, the subject and the complement refer to the same person, thing, or an idea. Example, my friend is an architect. In this sentence, my friend, the subject, and an architect complement refer to the same person. So, the word architect is a complement to the verb. Chapter 12.